Hey now, ladies and gentlemen. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Hour number 2 of the line. Talk 99.5, talk995.com, MajorMcLeanHoot.com, and online on the YouTube, Real Talk 99.5 TV. Make sure you're watching us and you can see the one and only Damian Mitchell right here on the screen. Who is?
Hey, now.
You look a little short. We need to get you.
I look a little short.
Yeah, you look. Can you see? Can you see the TV? Can you see the monitor? You look a little. Let's get you up there a little bit.
Sorry, I'm 5'7".
I think they got it zoomed out a little.
Yeah, you're a little. Get a little
I'm
closer.
5'7", man.
Scoot up to the table. Watch this. Watch how much bigger you look. Wow, look how big you are, bro. Gotta get up in the camera.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
Gotta get up in the camera. Dang, bro.
Hey, you know how I do it.
We might have a wrestler name for you coming up soon. By the way, Jumper, speaking of, Leon the Bull Stresser sent me a message.
Yes.
And he said, I heard y'all talking about me. He says, I said, well, send John Bird a message. He needs some tips, wrestling tips. And he said he did. So
Excellent.
I'm friends with him on Facebook too. He's got I think he's looks like his son plays for Arkansas State, or did play for Arkansas State last year.
Football?
Yeah.
Okay.
That means he plays for the Butch Jones.
Champion of life, baby.
The champion of life.
Champion of life.
Brick by brick. Single-handedly destroyed my football program, but listen, I was a big Butch Jones guy for a long time. I was a full-blown believer, but
yeah,
just
he was the last coach to beat Georgia.
He got sideways there at the end. I think it seems like he's done a really good job at Arkansas State.
Yeah. I mean, I think they went bowling last year or 2 years ago.
No, they were. I think they were in the Xbox Bowl.
Yeah, they
this
were.
year.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yep. So hey, I mean, he's no Josh Heupel, but he was all right.
Nah, good for him. I hope he has a lot of success and all that kind of stuff.
Same with Lane Kiffin?
No, absolutely not.
What about Derek Dooley?
Well, he's running for Senate.
He's a politician.
Is it Senate? Is it Senate or he's running for the House? I think he's running for Senate in Georgia.
Okay.
And I think Derek Dooley is a good dude, but a bad coach.
Bad coach, yeah. That's fair.
Dooley and Butch Jones, wish him the best. Pruitt sucks, and I hate Lane Kiffin.
That's a good run.
So Pruitt was awful. I mean, he's awful head coach.
Yeah, he tried to make it Alabama 2.0, and it wasn't going.
Everybody's like, he's a great defensive coordinator. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I got beat by Georgia State.
Yeah, I don't even. You want to know how miserable it was losing to Georgia State? Like, Trish and I had just gotten together. We hadn't been together long. And I was in my very, in the zone Tennessee fan. Games, the outcomes of games could really dictate how the rest of my weekend went. And when we lost that game, I was so distraught, and she just couldn't understand. She's like, why are you acting this way? Because she didn't know anything about Georgia State. And I'm like, you don't understand. This
program just started.
They didn't even have a football team, and they just beat us at home. I was crushed, bro. I was crushed. Anyway, we got the meatloaf. Speaking of my wife, this is Trisha's meatloaf. So if you guys will, John Bird, get yourself on screen. People want to see you eat. Yeah. Y'all go ahead and give it a shot and tell us what you think. She's going to be so upset that I've got y'all eating her meatloaf on air. Good Lord. Are you okay?
Oh, my gosh, that's so good.
That made me uncomfortable.
Oh, dude, listen.
Oh, good God!
Is one of the most uncomfortable things you'll ever experience.
This is great.
Is it good?
Oh.
Give me a, I'll say give me a 1 to 10, but you can't give me a 10.
9.99999.
Okay.
Yeah, I say 9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
That's way up there.
Especially for a couple of meatloaf connoisseurs like
Grew
yourself.
up on meatloaf.
See, now I'm in that mode of that kind of pissed me off because that's such a small portion.
He's like, you want more?
Yeah, it's like,
all right, make some next week, and there's going to be 2 meals you're bringing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make some more, man.
That is really good.
Because we make some. And I didn't know if I put too much because I actually put the sauce on it myself. Well, it had the sauce on it, and this was actually made 2 nights ago. So it was.
Oh, I can
it's
imagine what it
leftovers.
tastes like fresh.
Oh, bro, it's so
Yeah.
good. And so anyway, I added the extra sauce to it last night. Like I made a new batch of sauce, and I didn't know if I put
really
too much
good.
on there.
That's really good.
But
Shout out
it's
to Trish.
with that brown sugar that you put on there.
It's
It's
a good
like,
balance, man.
it's so good. And I'm always miserable when she makes it because I eat too much of it.
Nah, never too much.
Yeah, I got a real problem on my hands
Yeah, that's
because it's only sitting a few feet away. The rest of it.
Oh, you brought the whole. Why didn't you just put the rest in the fridge?
Oh, I did.
like he's like me. It's just he teases with that.
Yeah,
Now
I grabbed a slice and halved it.
Oh, I got you. So you've got your portion still sitting in there with you.
Yeah.
he got rabies.
I know that. He's we fought this battle with John Bird where he's on a diet now and he's done really good with it.
No. Lifestyle change.
He's
Okay.
doing a lifestyle change. And before the lifestyle change, he would always be so hungry, and no matter what day it was or what we were doing, he would always halfway through the podcast start eating because we have snacks in there. We got
Yeah.
chips or whatever. And listeners would keep sending in these big barrels of cheese balls, and it would never fail. We would make it 30, 45 minutes into the podcast, and he would go over to the snack table and start eating snacks in the middle of the podcast. And I don't know. He says it's because when you eat, say you're eating chips, you hear the crunching in your head, but you don't understand how loud it is.
Yeah.
And so he'd just be mowing these things down right in the mic, and I'm like, John Bird.
Yeah. It's like chewing gum. It's like chewing gum in the microphone.
Yeah,
Like,
thing of the past.
But
thing of the past.
that is a thing of the past. He hadn't been doing that as of late.
So sidebar, we had this conversation today on Mac and Q. If you could name one music album that you could go 48 straight hours listening to.
Oh, dang.
Whole 2 days. Like in everything. Like no matter whether you're going to sleep, still playing in the background.
just one
album. One album.
Oh, man.
I feel like there's one out there that I would say, yeah, man, that's tough.
Yeah.
I would say just off the top of my head, and I think I would probably come up with something different if I had some time to think about it. But I would say Stadium Arcadium by the Chili Peppers. Now, especially if I could do, like, there's a version that's actually 2 albums, so it's got like 24 songs on it. If I could do that in particular, like that's technically one album, I think I could go with that.
Okay. John Bird, what about you?
That's tough. I'd have to go back to my early teen days.
So you listen to like Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Yeah, I mean, I did listen to Ray Charles, but he wasn't like young.
Like Little Richard.
I would have to go with Boston, Don't Look Back.
Somebody said Boston today.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the way they do the albums, it's so listenable all the way through. So I would have to say that, or
Yeah, it's tough, man.
and Billy Joel, 52nd Street, and Wait and Split Ends, Time and Tide, and
I know it's tough. Man.
dang. If all 3 of them were on one giant album, that's what I would go.
What about Bruce Springsteen? No? Okay.
Not a Springsteen guy.
Bruce Stringbing?
Yeah, I've never liked
Really?
Springsteen. Yeah.
He's got a new No Kings tour that he's doing. It's called the Land of Hope and Dreams tour. It's like a kind of a woke, hyper political thing. He's really like adamant about hating Trump,
Really?
and so it's kind of consumed him to where
Yeah,
he's.
be an entertainer. That's what Gene Simmons of Kiss said yesterday.
Greg McElroy said Kiss was overrated.
Well, I don't know that I said overrated, but I said, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, he about to have a stroke.
My heart.
I said yesterday that I didn't really like. What did I say, Bird? I said I'm not a huge Kiss fan. I don't want to say overrated, but I could do without Kiss.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I've never.
I mean, they were
really
all
been
about
into
the
them.
show. I wish I could have gone to a show, and they admit they were more about being entertainers. and their songs are not necessarily memorable. There's a lot of party songs and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Kiss, you either, kind of like them or don't.
Like Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah, that's a good example. Kiss and
they're
Florida
not
Georgia
overrated at
Line
all.
are-
They're not overrated at all.
No,
Kiss
man.
and Florida
Party
Georgia
people.
Line are in the same category. Back to Bruce Springsteen for a second. So this tour is going to be pushing a No Kings theme, according to the Post, which is somewhat ironic when you look at the ticket prices. According to Variety, the tickets for the tour start at $84.55, although you would be insanely lucky to get those nosebleed seats. The most expensive tickets are $3,000 a pop.
God almighty.
$3,000 if
Come
you want
on,
to be
man.
down
He
on
doesn't
the
need
floor.
money.
Bruce Springsteen. I honestly wouldn't know if I saw him.
I wouldn't either.
Like I know his voice. Like I remember the voice, but
He's looking a little rough these days.
I wouldn't have seen him in the old days.
He
Like,
probably. I think I saw him singing live a few weeks ago on just on a video on X, and he does not. His voice doesn't sound good. Like he's just
because he's got the "Born in the USA" song, right?
born in the USA.
Yeah, and he hates that song because that was such a big hit, and he feels like it defined him.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Well,
Exactly.
Now
Get off
he's,
your high horse.
Now he's being defined as a woke pansy, so he's got a new identity.
Dang, Bruce.
But yeah, I think Chili Peppers, maybe WWE theme song album I could do. Back in the day, that was so big. Like they used to come out with CDs, and you remember that?
Yeah.
Albums that were the wrestling themes.
Yep.
And this was before streaming and all of that. I mean, this may have been around the era of downloading music on LimeWire or Napster or whatever, but most people were still using CDs.
Yep.
And when those would come out, they were the best because you felt like you were the wrestler. When
Exactly.
you could play that music and you'd be in the mirror doing the pose and everything else.
HBK.
So
Just a sexy boy.
sexy boy, not your boy toy, boy toy.
He was a showman, man. I love some of Shawn Michaels, man. He
That's
was
what
dope.
I was telling Trish
He's
last
dope.
night for that Hell in a Cell match. She was like, "Why is he so dramatic when he gets hit?" I said, "He's selling. Nobody would sell a bump better than Shawn Michaels
That's
back
a
in the
fact.
day." And I don't think they let him do that anymore because it makes it. In reality, it looks less realistic when
Yeah.
when you do a flop like that.
But his were over.
But it was so good. Ric Flair would do the same thing. You know, he'd be standing there like wobbling, and then he'd just fall flat on his face.
yeah.
Like, oh, that's good stuff, man. At the end of the day, man, that era of wrestling, nothing better than that. Now, Florida. So every day on social media, John Bird goes and posts our bumper music for the day,
Yes, sir.
which is something interesting y'all could try doing. I mean,
No, we
So-
fill ours out throughout the day.
that's what he puts together, a little graphic, and it just shows every bumper that we played every single day. I
know
like
a few,
it.
I know a few of those. I know Take Me Out. I've heard Moby Dick. Hold on. Hold on. The Limp Bizkit song?
Making love to Morgan Wallen. Hey, pull that one up real quick.
What?
That's their newest single, and it's so good because it sounds like the old Limp Bizkit.
Okay.
Like, they went in, they didn't really change genres, but they just had a little bit of a different sound. And now with this song, they're getting back to their roots. Listen to this. You can already tell. That's old LB. Oh, he pulled up the wrong one. You had to dump that. All right, go ahead and cut it off. He gets the picture. He didn't.
There
pull
was
it
no E with a gray square around
from-
it.
You were supposed to pull it from our bumper playlist.
Well, I had to move. Okay, that's fine.
It's all good. It's all
Anyway,
good.
so you get the picture.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
it sounds like old Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
But there's no like with the title of the song, there's no I don't think there's any reference to Morgan Wallen.
There's
Maybe there's
not.
one,
Okay.
but it's not like that's the chorus.
Yeah,
or that's the hook or
They
anything.
get you with the chorus. That's what
Yeah.
they get you with the title. It's like, whoa, okay, well, that's a little different.
But if John Bird wouldn't have played the explicit one, we could have let you hear
It's
the-
all good.
Don't get started with me.
No,
Don't
it's all
get
good.
started.
I probably won't dive
We
too
did-
deep into it.
Listen, the first day John Bird got back, we had to use the dump button.
That
I
was
think
quick.
Was it you that said the cuss word, or was it somebody on the phone?
No, it was someone on the telephone.
Oh, I think it was Richard the cop. That's what it was.
Y'all doing all that cussing on this side of town.
I know, man. But hey, the instincts kicked in.
He's the best dump button pusher in town. He's got
Yeah.
a lot of practice.
I don't know about that.
I'm trying to think on Jock's side of town. I think I may have pressed a dump button since I've been here 7 years, maybe 5 times.
Really?
Maybe.
I would-
That's a
5 times to
stretch.
5
Man, I
years?
would think as passionate as people are about sports,
They keep
it'd
it
be a lot
classy.
more.
There's, I think, one vividly I remember it was. I mean, he was upset about. I think it might have been 2022 when Tennessee beat Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful day. by the
Yeah,
way.
and I played Rocky Top coming back from a break, and he was like, "You man, you
Oh,
can turn that
man.
blank off." I was like, "Whoa,
Mm.
come on, man! It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Don't be too upset." I tried to tell y'all Friday that it was gonna
Well,
happen.
well, at the end of the day, would you rather him be cussing or poisoning trees? You know?
True that. True
So-
that. Hadn't had anybody do that on there. Had
Nope.
any felonies?
Not sense. All right, let me look through the text line from I guess this hour. I don't know how far back we go. Chris says Damien's wrestler's name can be King Dingaling.
It rhymes, catchy.
It is catchy.
I'll pass. I'll pass.
Chris said, so what's different about this meatloaf? I need details. We already covered that. Brown
Yeah.
sugar, hot,
Absolutely.
Rotel. Ron says The Wall. I guess Pink Floyd album. Is the Pink
Oh yeah. That's what he would want to listen to.
Yeah. Rick says vulgar display of power.
That's one of my favorites.
You don't know what that is.
I know. I'm sorry.
Lord knows I don't.
Is that a Pantera album? Vulgar display of power. Let me look real quick. I need to know. Vulgar display of that's the Pantera album with Walk and all those songs on it. This one says AC/DC. I guess any AC/DC. Vicky says no fences. Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks is seems like something you could get down with.
I only know one Garth Brooks song.
Really?
Friends in Low Places.
Really?
And the only reason I know that entire song is because Floyd George Line covered it.
But you also know he's a serial killer.
I remember y'all telling me that.
Allegedly.
Yeah, y'all told me that.
I'm not accusing him of that. Don't sue me. Tom in Pale City says Kids' stage show was tremendous. Tim says Bruce looks like Megan Rapinoe now. Bruce Springsteen looks like the soccer player Megan Rapinoe. Caleb says the only thing gayer than wrestling in Tyler Hubbard and FGL. Does anybody know what that is?
He's talking about the
Florida Georgia
yeah.
line.
Oh,
he said
man.
wrestling was gay AF in the 90s and it's gay AF now.
Step into the squared circle, brother.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Okay.
Come say that to King
Sounds-
Dingaling's face in
Yes.
the squared circle, buddy.
Sounds great. Yeah, it sounds good.
See what happens. All right, quick break. We got a lot of the line today. I think I accidentally took a PM medicine instead of the daytime.
Oh, dude, come on.
I told Damien that during the break. I said, I feel drowsy. And then I looked and I was like, yeah, I took the PM medicine.
Oh, dang, man. You know what? I'll call my roommate and see if he'll bring up an Adderall for you.
Nah,
It'll pep you up.
I know it will. I don't need an Adderall, my friend. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
All right, I'm going to keep an eye on you, okay, buddy?
Yeah. Let's see. Looking back through the text. I'm just gonna go through these real quick and then hit some headlines. Jesse says, WTF, I don't even know you anymore. I don't know what comment that was related to.
Yeah, what does that mean? Come on, man. What do you
I
mean?
don't know. They're talking to me, Damien, or you. Who knows? JE says Florida Georgia line means DM6 is on the radio every time. Scott says I went to a Kiss concert in Birmingham in 1979. Hell of a show. Kevin, countdown to extinction. Mark says Damien's wrestling name could be the Butcher because he's packing the meat.
Oh, dang. Here we go.
John says, this is Railroad John in Walker County. Morning, JB. Why don't you invite Dixon and Leland to join you for JB Plays the Guitar?
Oh, that would be a good idea. Except for Dixon. No, I kid. No, I mean, that would be good, but it's kind of crowded because,
You know. A little too much.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do it in Leland's studio one day.
That would be
Get you two over
awesome.
there and do
That would be absolutely awesome.
Robbie says either Metallica or Elton John. Justin says, I bet Chris Gaines was the alleged serial killer. Thunderstruck for name. AC/DC was Music Marathon. Says this one. Carrie says YouTube WWE sus moments or wrestling out of context. I'm a wrestling fan, but these are pretty darn funny. Oh, yeah, there's a clip out there, and it's I think I sent it to you, didn't I? Where they were just taking clips of wrestling cutting promos,
yes.
and they sounded like they were sexual.
Yes.
And it was like really sounded inappropriate, but they were just talking about whatever. Tracy says, if you listen to the Dark Side of the Moon album and watch The Wizard of Oz together.
She's right. They match up. It's pretty eerie.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, the music will match up in the songs. They work like if there's a slow part or a scary part.
Uh-huh.
Like, they're walking, down the yellow brick road and like the monkeys. Flying monkeys and come up. I mean, it does work. We need to do that one night.
What do you mean? Like you start playing it at the beginning of the movie and throughout the album it lines up, or do you say and put certain songs in certain parts of the movie?
No, you turn it on and there it goes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you think they did that on like intentionally?
Everybody says did they do that intentionally? But nobody knows.
Just kind of like some of the songs that when you play them backwards and they say stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's the big one? Is it Stairway to Heaven? You play it
Stairway
backwards?
to Heaven. Yes.
What does it say when you play it backwards?
Something like Satan is Lord or something like
Oh,
that.
jeez.
However, you can do backmasking yourself.
Yeah.
So,
Wasn't there some Beatles songs that had some of that going on?
Yeah, it's like Paul is Dead and all that whole thing about the, Paul McCartney being replaced, because he died in a car accident in '64.
I wonder what the biggest ones were. Famous songs. So if I said famous songs with messages when played backwards include Pink Floyd's Empty Spaces, the B-52's Detour Through Your Mind.
Oh.
The Beatles' Revolution 9.
Yeah.
And Empty Spaces plays the message, congratulations, you've just discovered the secret message. Please send your answer to the Old Pink, care of the Funny Farm, Chalfont.
See? I told you that they could do that.
B-52s in 1986. It says the end contains a message about burying a parakeet, stating, quote, "I buried my parakeet in the backyard. Oh no, you're playing the record backwards. Watch out. You might ruin your needle."
Love it.
The Beatles, 1968, famously contains the phrase, quote, "Turn me on, dead man."
Me on Dead Man, yeah.
Oh. Led Zeppelin, "Stairway to Heaven," rumored to contain the backwards message, "Here's to my sweet Satan. He will give those with him 666." That's creepy.
Yeah.
Slayer, "Hell Awaits," 1985. The intro, when reversed, features a demonic chant of "Join us, join us." Ozzy Osbourne, "Bloodbath in Paradise," 1988, contains the backwards message, quote, "Your mother sells whelks in Hull," which it was a reference to the movie The Exorcist. Radiohead, "Daydreaming," 2016.
Oh, no.
The ending is reported to say half of my life when reversed. And Pepper from the Butthole Surfers in 96
Oh, my gosh.
features reverse lyrics, but it doesn't say what they are. And then Queen, "Another One Bites the Dust," rumored to have a backwards message, though this is often debated. So, John Bird, you almost did it. I
What?
mean, you technically did it, but you fought. You were like,
No, that was my concentration face. I was going like that. I was looking over here for the next bumper.
yeah, no, you can yawn during the show. I just don't want you to yawn during the Will segments.
Yes, well, I mean, I have gotten a lot of rest. I've really got to get this out of my psyche. It's
John
like yawning.
John says yes, play at Leland's Place, great idea. Chris says start playing the Pink Floyd album when the MGM line roars at the beginning before the first scene of The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
So it's Pink Floyd that you play, or is it Ozzy Osbourne?
No, it's Pink Floyd, The Wall, not the Wall, Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon. That's right. I was thinking Howling at the Moon. Is there an
Howl
Ozzy?
at the Moon. That's
that
an Ozzy
Ozzy?
song.
That's
yeah,
what I was
early
thinking of.
80s.
Richard the Cop says my wrestling name is Remington Steele because I sling the pipe.
Oh, man, guys, come on.
Patrick says, could Jimbo do an acoustic version of Thunderchild and let Skippy do the Richard Burton narration parts? I think he meant to say, he said Jimbo and Skippy do the Richard Burton narration parts.
Mm-hmm.
Did he mean Richard Dixon?
No.
By Jimbo, did he mean John Bird?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's what Richard started calling us. Skippy and Jimbo.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I knew he called me Skippy, but he's calling you Jimbo now?
I'm Jimbo now.
Nice. Darren says, I think you have to line the album to the start on the second the line. Okay, yeah, same thing. ICP has a lot of backwards talking, says Brian, in their music. That would make sense. Frosty says my album would be Metallica, Garage Days Revisited, or Judas Priest Metal Works 73 through 93. Love the Pantera bumper, JB.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, if you do a greatest hits, that would probably be a way to go for an album if it's a band you really like, because you get all the good ones.
Mark says bark at the moon, not howl.
Yeah.
Is that what I said? Howl?
Yeah, you said howl for some reason. I was like, bark at the moon.
You said
And
howl
you were
as
like,
well. You didn't say bark at the
I
moon.
did so.
I know.
Let's play the tape back. Oh, my gosh, I wasn't recording. Oh, no.
Okay, anyway.
Bark at the moon.
If you want to get in, 205-545-9950. Man, do bringing you this part of the show. Man, I sound like crap today, don't I?
You sound okay. I mean, you can tell that you're congested.
Mandu.com, MANDUU.com. Get your Mandu on. I got my Mandu. Even with what I've been suffering from, I still got my Mandu workout yesterday because it's that important to me, especially with, I know it doesn't feel like it today, but spring's here, summer's here, and or summer's almost here, and you want to be looking your best. And the only way to do that is through Mandu. I know you think, well, I'll just start going to the gym. I'll do this. I'll do that. You are not going to see results in the time frame that you want unless you go to Mandu. I'm telling you right now, you see results so fast. You see definition for you guys that like to see that definition in your biceps. You're going to see it so fast in your legs, in your abs, and all, your glutes, all of it. You're going to start seeing a big difference. You're going to be losing weight. Your metabolism's going to be going up. Your visceral fat's going to be going down. It's just going to be, it's going to be great. You're going to be feeling better. You're going to be looking better. You're going to have more self confidence, not just for the guys, but the girls as well, especially for women. They, in particular, have certain body parts or certain parts, should I say, parts of their body that they want to work on. It may be their stomach or, their legs or their calves or whatever it may be. Uh, they can concentrate on that. They customize this stuff for you. You put a suit on, it's got all these sensors on it, and it works out your whole body. But again, if you got certain parts that you want to get, you want it to get some extra attention, your personal trainer can make that happen for you. Everything is customized for you, and it's only 15 minutes. It's a 15-minute workout, and you can't do more than 15 minutes because it is such an effective deal. When you do your workout, you actually have to wait 48 hours before you do your next one because your muscles have to have time to heal, which is what makes them grow. Feel better, look better, more self confidence across the board with Mandu. And if you sign up in the month of March, you get 10% off your first month. 10%. And then after 90 days, you get 5% off of your monthly charge for as long as you do Mandu after that. Only if you sign up in the month of March. But the first step is to get that free session in. So do that. Either go to the website and sign up or call them at this number, 205 438 6003. That's 205 438 6003. And don't forget Mandu Huntsville, Mandu Tuscaloosa. There are no excuses any longer for you to not be doing Mandu. Find all that information at MANDUU.com. All right, John Bird, let's get into some headlines. What do you think?
Yeah, I am ready for it, man. Bring it. No one can bring it like Andrew Mclain can bring it.
It's probably a good idea since we've been bullishing for an hour and 52 minutes.
All right, hit us, man. Hit us hard. Everybody get ready.
So first off, U.S. Central Command yesterday released footage of the U.S. military blowing up Iran's Air Force. They said Iranian regime is losing air capability day by day. U.S. forces aren't just defeating or defending against Iranian threats. We are methodically dismantling them. And I bring that up just because I love seeing these videos. And I know I've noted that before. But some of the edits that the White House Twitter or TikTok account puts together are absolute. I don't know who runs the socials for the White House, but they're killing it, man. They're killing it. And they're making it they're making it like trendy. They're taking trendy songs, even like rap songs and stuff, and putting together these montages of these airplanes and these boats blowing up.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, you can tell that. So you can tell that the social media team is younger.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Trump boasted U.S. military destroyed 10 inactive mine-laying boats in the Strait of Hormuz. Quote, I'm pleased to report that within the last few hours, we have hit and completely destroyed 10 inactive mine-laying boats and our ships, with more to follow. Military has destroyed at least 60 Iranian ships since Operation Epic Fury began late last month. Pete Hegseth said the Iranian Air Force is no more. A drone carrier vessel the size of a World War II aircraft carrier was destroyed by the U.S. military last week. We know all this. I've kind of explained all that to you. But that's just the latest. But there is as we are dismantling Iran's military capabilities bit by bit, there is a war on global trade. And this is something that's not going to be able to be ignored. And there's going to be, as we noted, short-term pain. Iran is hitting major international airports. They're hitting oil refineries and commercial ships. They have, as you know, yesterday threatened $200 barrels of oil as this conflict continues to explode. Here's what the AP's reporting is of late. They said on Thursday, an Iranian attack sparked a major fire on one of the, it's called Bahrain's Muarak Island, I think is what it is, right there in the Strait of Hormuz. This is home to the Island Kingdom's International Airport. No, this is not in the Strait of Hormuz. This is near Bahrain, but it's where the airport is. Authorities urge people to stay indoors and close windows to avoid smoke. The airport has jet fuel tanks and other tanks in the area serve the kingdom's oil industry. Also, an attack on Iraq's Basra port killed at least one person and forced a halt in operations at all the country's oil terminals. Farhan al-Fartausi, the director general of the general company for ports of Iraq, said the attack targeted a vessel in a ship-to-ship transfer area at the port on the Persian Gulf. Iraq's commercial ports remain open, though the oil terminals had been shut, according to a statement carried out by the state-run Iraqi news agency. Iran has targeted oil fields and refineries in Gulf Arab nations and effectively stopped cargo traffic through the narrow Strait of Hormuz, through which a fifth of all traded oil passes. Now, what you see here is the last move in desperation by Iran to just start attacking whatever they can to disrupt the global economy, in particular when it comes to oil. They are attacking their neighbors, which they had already been doing, and making no friends whatsoever, because this is literally all they have left. And I think they would have done this sooner had it not been so detrimental for them to piss off their neighbors in this way. They wanted to wait and see who would come to their aid. They probably even speculated that Russia and China would come to their aid. But smartly enough, Russia and China have said, we are not going to get involved in this because they don't need a larger conflict. Even though it would be, in particular, in China's best interest to get involved, it is not a smart move whatsoever because they're not only being set back on oil, but they're being set back on a lot of different ambitions that they've had. Remember, there was a time period, and this was during the end of the Biden administration, where China was looking to take over what you call it. What's the God, why am I having a brain fart all of a sudden? Take over the part that handles all the semiconductors. What what part of China am I talking about there, John Bird? Help me rack my brain.
Flux capacitor.
No,
No, that's not it.
Taiwan. I'm thinking of Taiwan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like computer chips and stuff.
Well, I am, but that's a lot of them are made
from Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Right.
And so China wanted to essentially take over Taiwan and say, like, hey, now we're handling the semiconductors because that gives China power, just like making all the medications and all the other necessities. When it comes to semiconductors, there's not much more that's important than that. I mean, it's literally in everything from your phones to your cash registers to your microwaves to all of your electronics have to run on these semiconductors. And China has been very interested in taking over Taiwan militarily, thus giving them the control over this massive amount of semiconductors that get distributed all over the world, including to the U.S. Well, now with this setback with Iran, that is pretty much off the table for them because they have bigger problems. But even with those instances and those factors, China still chose not to get involved, which left Iran out on an island. They still had sympathetic Middle Eastern countries, but with their now desperate attempt to disrupt the world's economy, they have isolated themselves even further. What does that mean for us? We don't quite know yet, but we've got some ideas.